Hello, scrappers. Exciting day. Yeah, it came in a little bit ago. Wife hollered at me. It was sitting on the front porch. My double forge. So, I'm supposed to have some powdered refractory in here, so I'll have to mix it with water and paint it on the wool on the inside. And good news is it's about 61 degrees outside, so it'll be a good opportunity to pour the thing. Not sure if I'm in the shot now or not, now that I moved that. Probably not, huh? So that's what I was kind of curious about, was what the weather was going to be when I got this, so I can mix up that refractory. And here's the little brush to paint it on. Lots of broke up pieces of styrofoam, which I'll hang on to that. I'm not sure what that piece is. There's pump, might be the regulator. Nah, it's too small for that. Here's the regulator. So I might be melting copper by this time next week. Figure if I can get this painted on here, because it's only 1:11 right now, so if I can have it painted by 2, give it a good 3 hours to dry or so, and then I can always take it in the house somewhere and set it out of the way where it'll stay up in the 70s. Even though I think, oh, I know what this is, the little piece of wool insulation you pack inside the hole around the burner. And there's the burner. This must be the fire brick that goes in the bottom. Looks like there's something else wrapped up here. Okay, that's the bag of refractory powder. Rigidizer. 385 milliliters of water. Okay, I'll have to figure out how much that is. In order to make the binding agent solvent absolute, stir it evenly for 15 minutes. Man, that's going to wear my arm out. After stirring, the refractory mortar should be used as soon as possible. It can't be stored for a long time. After coating, wait 1 day before using the forge. Okay, so I can actually just only wait 1 day, but I was thinking give it 2 or 3. Make sure it's dried well and cured well. Of course, I'll save all this bubble wrap and styrofoam since I'm starting to list some of my aluminum ingots on eBay. So I'll try to get this in order and then try to get out here and play with it one of these days and pour a couple copper ingots. I got plenty of propane. I think I got 1 empty bottle here that I was using in the shop. And that last cold spell came in, I took one of the ones I got last year that I picked up when I was out picking up scrap. I got it in the house. So, thinking I can bring it back out, but they're talking next Wednesday night, next Thursday, we might get snow again, so well, maybe I'll just go ahead and leave it in there for another week. It won't hurt to leave it in there. I've got 16 20-pound bottles now, so I'm not hurting for propane bottles at all. I got a few 100-pound bottles, but I need to get them tested and certified. So what I got to do, I got to paint that rigidizer over the bottom coming up the sides and around this. That way it helps keep the flame from burning up the wool. For those of you that don't know, and it wasn't bad. I was thinking it was 370, but it was actually seemed like it was a little bit less than that. I want to say 358. So I guess I'll even have to paint it around the inside of the hole there. So I'm going to get in there and get on the computer and find out how many ounces 358 milliliters is. Unless my measuring cup has it on there. So I'll probably go ahead and pause the camera for a short, get all that together, and then when I get started painting, I'll pick back up on the video. I don't have to worry about doing any of that for a few more days. Need to brush. So I think I've got a bunch of powdered refractory in there too, in case I need to do this later. Of course, I'd probably be better if I just did a search for rigidizer. Rigidizer refractory may not work so good as a thin coat, because this isn't going to go thick on that blanket. It's just going to be, what, 1/16 of an inch thick maybe. But I had a good day out here yesterday. I was probably out here less than 4 hours. I came out, worked a couple hours, went in, took a break. My wife fixed something to eat. Well, she's going to fix something to eat. Then the woman that does our taxes called, so she was home, so I ran into town, took all my tax papers over to her and dropped them off. Ran by the store, picked up a few items, came back, and then my wife had a plate of food for me, so I sat and ate, and I came back out, tore down 2 condenser units, and I brought all the copper aluminum coils in here and weighed them, and they came up to 109 pounds. And I thought, okay, so I checked, I think it's WMR, I think, Wichita Metal Recovery, and they post their prices online, and I think he was saying $1.60 a pound, but if you have over 100 pounds, then it was $1.80. I thought, okay, so there's roughly $200 right there just in the copper aluminum coils. And not to mention, I had all this copper right here that I've still got to process, and there's what, $20, $15, $20 there probably. I had a little over 3 pounds of the noodles that I cut off, so that's another 10 bucks. I brought this one over to work. You can see I started throwing a little bit of stuff onto the trailer when I was tearing them down. But this is the base of the second one I did. So you can see it's huge. It's standing up to the side of the rail. That's 4 foot by 4 foot easy. That was a pretty good unit. I still got the compressors on those too, and the copper in them. I think by looking at this, I'm thinking the coils in this thing are all aluminum. As you can see, they kind of melted over on that side. So I do have a motor down in there. Fan blades are aluminum apparently, they melted. Yeah, there was a fire. That one house I picked up early last year had a fire at it. But I got quite a bit of copper here on the outside I get to cut up. And then I'll get the sides on there, get them off of it, flatten them out, throw them on the trailer, and then I'll cut into this and find out just what I've got. If they're copper coils, that's great. I'll store them in with my copper ACRs. If they're all aluminum, then I'll just put that out in the aluminum trailer. So that's one I was going to start with today. The way it looks and everything, I kind of dread doing it, so I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way. So it's kind of what I was doing yesterday on my personal day. So I made as much out here in about 4 hours, basically, if not more than what I make at work all day if I work 10 hours. Plus I take taxes out and everything else out. So I got a couple items out of that area over there. Still got a long way to go. But I go back to work tomorrow, and then I'll be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I go back Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I got 2 more personal days after that, and then I go into my 9 days of vacation. So I'm hoping to get a lot of this tore down, cleaned up. I'm going to try not to come back any farther with small loose stuff, because I still got this bin here to throw on there too. But I'm going to try to stop where I'm at there, and then see if I can't get about a dozen wash machines on here, or cook stoves. I've got plenty around here yet. I got, you know, the dryers I tear completely down. Try to get all the change out of them. I got 2 or 3 wash machines down there in the field yet, a couple little chest freezers, and then I've got some back here, so try to get through them this next week too. Saturday is supposed to be kind of cold, so they're saying, and Wednesday I guess we got snow coming in maybe. Of course Wednesday's still a long way off, so that could change. But hey, I'm gonna cut it short here, and I'll go find out how much water I got to add, and we'll get that rigidizer on there. Yeah, I haven't been mixing for quite 15 minutes, but I masked off the top of that. As you can see, it's nice and thick. Hope it paints on good. I guess we'll find out here in a minute. I masked off the top, make clean up a little bit easier, I hope. At least it should go on nice and thick. Figured flame's going to be coming out this hole, so I'll go ahead and try to make sure I get it coated pretty good. Figured it'd be a good place to start anyway. Kind of trying to brush it up and down in different directions. Right there. Not sure how good of a angle we can get here. Probably not that great, huh? Crank it up a little bit. Angle it down. You can see a little bit of the bottom. Yeah, says I can start using this tomorrow, but I'll be at work tomorrow, so yeah, it's probably not going to get to happen. Yeah, I hope this is enough to do the whole thing. It's supposed to be. Which I've almost got the bottom covered already, and yeah, I think that's one of the things I did wrong on my little blue furnace was I got that the burner intake sitting too low. See, here we're quite a little ways above the bottom. Or by the time we put the fire brick in there, it'd be about where it should be. I think I'm going to just kind of go up 6 inches and go around, and then come up the next 6 inches. That way maybe I don't get it all over myself. And I can't hardly get around the back there because I got buckets of stuff. buckets of wire and everything else. Yeah, I guess this rigidizer will make this fabric last a lot longer. The wool. Get the main chamber done. Ooh. Sorry if my head's getting in the way there. But I want to see too. I'm not sure if that, I think that fabric does come in to this hole a little bit. Just light a little bit into that burner hole. Still got quite a bit left in my measuring cup. I probably need to put rigidizer on my blue furnace. I know I got a hole towards the back of it. It's not really a hole, but it's a good indentation, I think, where the flame has been melting some of the perlite and the cement away. So I'm going to have to get some refractory and kind of fill that back in. And it seemed like they had some rigidizer on Amazon in like a 16-ounce bottle. I guess it's already mixed up. So I might go ahead and order some of that down the road, a month or two, and after it warms up a bit, and coat the inside of that blue furnace with it. Sure can't hurt. And I got some of this wool blanket from one of my subscribers, and it lives locally, just a few miles away, and I got some on me. Oh no! So I'm thinking on the melting pot, someone suggested put that blanket around the outside of the melting pot and then hold it on there with chicken wire. I said, oh, that might be a way to do it, and then it wouldn't matter if it gets wet or not. Chicken wire to hold it in place. For the most part, I'm brushing this one direction. If you brush it back the other direction, and then it exposes some of the wool. Which is kind of hard to brush both directions when down in there. I'm trying to get it where it'll work both ways. And I still got this area here. Yeah, I should have gone around this edge here with the blue tape. Yeah, I've got a guy contacted me and he left me his number. He's wanting aluminum ingots and copper ingots. Of course, he gave me his number quite a while back, last summer I think. So I need to give him a call and let him know, hey, which I do have some aluminum ingots on eBay right now. I guess I could put some links in the description, or you can just look for my buyer name at Alan-P. I have a little 10-pound lot of ingots. The only problem with them 10 pounds is shipping cost. Of course, any of its shipping cost is crazy anymore. But I try to go with the flat rate boxes, that way it's just a flat rate. But even that's getting expensive anymore. So if I try to brush it from the edge in, it kind of seems like it pulls it away if I go both directions, but I really want to go both directions to get it to hold it together better too. I still got quite a bit in there, for no more than I've got left. Of course, this might use it up here, going both ways. Anything folds over where it exposes the blanket, get it on the other side. Now it kind of glues it, hopefully glues it to itself. Probably making a mess. I got it all over the hinge. Got plenty left. Putting it on thick now. I don't know if I can add more to the bottom. Yeah, kind of need to get around that. Yeah. Are they ready?
Huh?
They ready?
No.
What?
Our mail come in today. And you have to take 3 envelopes over to Don.
Do what?
3 envelopes you have to take to Don.
What envelopes?
We're showing where we got the stimulus checks.
Where are they at?
They're in here. I just got them today.
Okay.
She said if you didn't mind if you could run them over there, then they can do the tax.
Okay.
I told her to call.
Okay, I'm recording right now too, so.
Oh, that's in our time not to, but I had to
Okay. I'm painting this stuff on. I'll get this done, then I'll run that over there. Fun, fun, fun. Said earlier in the video, I ran into town, took my tax papers into the woman to do my taxes. Well, I guess we just got some more tax paperwork in from the stimulus checks. Government says that employers and everybody has to have their tax information sent out by January 31st. I wonder when they sent that out for it to get here today. Today's the 10th. So, you know, even of course, they make the rules. I guess they don't have to abide by them. You'd think if they got to have everything out mailed out by the 31st, it should have been here by the 7th. Shouldn't take 10 days. I think that's a good heavy coat in there. I was trying to get around that seam on the bottom really good. I think that's going to do it. So I'll go out to the water spigot and wash the rest of this out. I don't have a whole lot left in there. There is a little bit. So at least I got this done. So this can start drying and curing. And then I'll come back and I got some metal outside here I wanted to cut up. And I hope to get out there and get that one condenser unit tore down. If not, I guess I got tomorrow after work. I get a little bit of daylight now after work. Get longer daylight hours. Okay, I guess I'll call that good. And I want to remind everybody about my Amazon affiliate link. I don't make a lot off of there, but every little bit helps. Get a little on me. Get a little on my arm too. Looks like I need to hit that spot right there. Seeing little spots kind of open up. Okay, let me dab some more on. Put it on thicker. Yeah, remind everybody about that Amazon affiliate page. And if you enjoyed the video, which I'm not sure what all was there to enjoy, but you got to see me put the rigidizer on there. And you got to see that I got my devil forge, so it won't be long, and I'll be attempting to melt some copper. I think this is the 10 kilogram, but I was watching Moose Scrapper when he got his and putting rigidizer on it and everything, and he said the 10 kilogram crucible would not fit in there. He had to go to an 8, which weight wise and everything, and for my lifting tongs and pouring tongs, they're actually set up for a number 3, which is 4 kilogram. And I think I pour most of my aluminum in the 6, and the tongs work pretty good for it. So, and I'm thinking for the copper I'll probably just use a 4. I've got a 4 in there for it. It'll give plenty of space for the fire to move around. So hopefully I got everything in there coated good. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. I see little dark spots. It could be a hole with the blanket exposed, but it's hard to tell. Got 99% of it anyway. So I'm going to call that good, let it dry, and then sometime before I go to bed I'll try to take this in the house. That way it stays well above freezing. Which it's not going to get real cold tonight, but it's going to get down in the upper 30s. So I figure if it stays at 60 or 70, it'll dry and cure a whole lot better. So yeah, I think I'm seeing spots up in here. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.